Hope your day is going well. Elle Ingalls here, pressure-free.com. Today's topic is power of words. I belong to a business book club. It's an in-person book club here in Grand Rapids. It's a small group, and we meet once a month to go over half of books. So we read half of a book a month, which is totally doable for most of us. And of course, we're also reading other things and consuming other things. But it's quite a great little book club. And at a meeting a few months ago, we were reading this one book and it had this word in it, and it's a word I use quite frequently, describing certain things in pressure free, and the word is alignment. And when I said the word alignment, there was an instant reaction from one of our members, who's also gone through my program. So I was curious about that. The word was alignment, and when I said it, like she instantly bristled and so we got into it a little bit, and it is a word that is frequently used in her corporation where she works and frequently used by leadership, meaning is everyone in agreement here when they're in certain meanings? So are we all in alignment? And it's so overused that it drives her crazy. It's very annoying. Words have a lot of power. I have word tools in my toolkit of pressure-free living because they are so powerful. How we think about things, how we talk about things, how we think about people, how we talk about people, has a lot of power. In fact, I'm about to get a book. It should be arriving soon by Dr. Yvonne Oswald, who a coach I'm working with right now, Susan Gluzica, recommended. And it's about the power of words. So are there certain words that annoy you? You might want to make a list of them and be aware of them, because what we're often not aware of is that the word pops up and we have an instant reaction, and that reaction can be a stress response reaction, which is affecting every bit of us. It might be it might be not a word that annoys us, but it could be a word that cuts us, that hurts us. You might hear someone talking about you or talking about someone that you love, or you might hear a phrase that is very hurtful, and you'll feel your body tighten up and close up. And that's something to note as well. It's like, are there certain topics that tighten you up or close you up, and you're not willing to discuss them or talk about them? When I'm coaching a client, I was coaching a client yesterday, and just observing how they talked about certain things and bringing attention to them, that oh wow, when you talk about this, your body goes tight, you close up, and what is it that you want out of the experience, out about the thing you're talking about? So you might be talking about a meeting that's coming up and you really want this meeting to go really well. Maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's a meeting where you're spinning out something new to your team if you're a team leader. So you've got this meeting coming up, this event coming up, and you're worried about it, or you feel unprepared for it. So what's going on in your mind, or you're even speaking it, is, I'm just not ready for this. I can't do this. I need more time. Like you're in this tightness around it. And so notice every time I was saying that, I'll do it again. So it's like, I need more time. I'm not prepared for this. Every single time my body is going into that non-pressure free tension. Right? We're going here, we're tightening. And you might even say things like, well, yeah, I'm prepared for this, but your head is going this way. I have a mentor here in Michigan. Actually, I started my business because he said to stay open. I was creating a completely different business. And when I had my first meeting with him, he said, I've read your bio. I think you should be doing something completely different. And I know I tightened in that moment. Like I just was like, oh my gosh, I've worked 3 months on this project and you're telling me I should shelve it. Like that was a thought in my head. So I went tight. And he said, you don't have to not do this thing. You've put time into it. I'm just saying stay open. And the words stay open that became a mantra to me, actually, like this slogan that I get to stay open. And it was just 2 nights later that my sons asked me to coach their baseball team in what they referred to as my mental toughness tips, which was became the basis of the first 9 tools of pressure-free living. So staying open, just him, suggesting that I stay open, lifted my body, opened my body. Like I teach from my body coach Leela Veronica, opening up your heart space. Like that's if you open, start with the heart. What does she say? The first things first, we start with the heart. Like we start with this here. When you can relax your abdominal muscles and open your heart, when anything starts to affect you, anything starts to create a mental or physical tension, then you can really turn that around very quickly because you can prevent the release of stress hormones, which is the work that I do with my clients. Um, I'm going to be hosting, there are going to be a couple of events coming up in starting next week and Sunday of the following week. So I'm going to drop those links down below here because I think that if you can't make one, you could make the other. And definitely the second one is with one of my clients who's just starting out. She's a certification client. She's just starting out on the pressure-free coaching journey. And we're going to do a joint webinar together. The proceeds are going to the American Heart Association because it's a fundraiser for the work she's doing to be in the Miss New Hampshire pageant. So that is coming up. And also my other one is a session that I'm doing alone. So if you can make one of those, it'd be fabulous. If you can support Amy, and even if you can't attend, that would be wonderful too. Um, so those are coming up, and thinking about opening up, when I started this whole thing and the things I will be teaching, my method has 3 steps, and one of the steps has become a word that I think is actually annoying now. So I feel like I have to change it. But when I started in 2010, hardly anyone used this word. So the word is trigger. So targets, triggers, tools are my 3 steps. Targets, what are you aiming for? Triggers, what causes you to release the stress hormones? What is a trigger that will cause you to release the stress hormones and go into the stress response? And third, tools and the 10-second solution to mitigate that release, to not release those hormones. So simple method, but we're pretty complex and we have all kinds of conscious and subconscious things that cause us to release these hormones. So that's the real work. Um, but trigger is one of the words that I'm even finding kind of annoying these days. So I've been thinking about other words, and I would love your suggestions if you're watching this and you have some suggestions. Trigger, one I thought is tensions because it's like a mental tension or a physical tension that you can identify, and it could be causing you to feel angry or annoyed, anxious or afraid, ashamed. Ashamed tenses up, or arguing, we tense up. So I'm playing with words. I'd like it to be a T word, or else I'll change all the words to 3 different words. Um, but for the past 16 years, I have used targets, triggers, tools. So are there words that annoy you, or make you feel an emotion that tenses you or causes you to go into that more fetal position? Like I talked about the other day with sleep. Like, do you tighten up or are you expansive and relaxed? And do you stretch in the morning? So the body and the mind are all one, and and you can use one to help the other. So if the thought is a word, you can use your body to elevate and help when that word comes along. So the word that my friend was alignment. That's a word I use quite a bit, and I use it in different contexts. Um, so yeah, so what words can cause you to trigger the stress response? It's a subtle little thing, but I'm sure you've got some. Or again, it could be a phrase, or oh, I should share this too to close out. It might not be so much what people say, but it could be their tone of voice. So when we release that first flood of hormones, our throats tighten. This is a protection. Our whole front of our body is going to tighten, which is why I have you relax your abs because when we go into fight or fight, we need body armor, and all these muscles will tense up. So throat, chest, belly to protect so that we can survive the attack. You'll notice even your feet, you'll go eek, you're protecting everything, you're tightening everything. And that changes our voice quality. When I'm working with people who are in sales or are leaders running meetings, anyone who's speaking for a living, like that's a piece of what they do. I work on this area of the body, getting it really relaxed and open so it's not tense. I'm trying to like I can't do it anymore. You know what I'm talking about? Like the tense lines here, that's a sign of a lot of tension, a lot of releases of stress hormones, this tenseness here. And that changes the quality of the voice to be either higher or more pinched. So vocal fry is a term you can look it up, but vocal fry you can look and hear examples. It's hard for me to do it. Um, is where the vocal cords are really really tense and tight. And I know that some professional women went into that tight voice on purpose to sound tougher. And it's really not good for your vocal cords, number one. And actually it's a repellent. So so that's something to take note of is like what is the quality of your voice? Is it in your natural range or is it elevated and oh my gosh, we're gonna be late today. Oh my gosh, like it's like tight and elevated. So we have a lot of range in our voices. And yeah, so that might be helpful too, is to note, is it the quality of the way someone's speaking to you? Is it the way their voice sounds that's causing this tension? So play with that, play with words. If you want to DM me some of the words that cause you um, to be annoyed, if there's words I say that cause you to be annoyed, probably I use the word stress response way too much and hormones way too much. So I'll keep working on opening up my language skills to have other words, so I'm not repeating the same words over and over. Although repetition can help us for sure. But those are my thoughts for you today. Hope you have a great pressure-free day. Bye.